President Donald Trump announcing historic new tariffs across the globe. This new trade policy goes into effect on August 7th, affecting virtually every country. So let's bring in NBC's Kristen Welker, moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, thank you so much for being here. And today's jobs report, it shows growth falling short from recent months. Is there any pressure on the White House right now to rethink Trump's tariff push, especially with signs that businesses may already be holding back on hiring?
Faith, great to be with you. There's an immense amount of pressure on the White House right now, particularly in the wake of this softer than expected jobs report, in the wake of the past 2 months being revised downward. So that undoubtedly met with some concern inside the West Wing. Having said that, the president continues to tout what he believes is a strong economy. As you say, he imposed tariffs on dozens of countries overnight. He announced deals with about 8 different countries. But that's far lower than that 90 deals in 90 days goal that the White House had initially talked about. So what does all of this mean? Well, we saw stocks open lower today. The uncertainty does continue and really looms large over all of this. You talked about jobs. We know that some companies have already been impacted. Apple saying it paid $800 million in tariffs last quarter. You have automakers, GM, Stellantis, Volkswagen, all reporting tariff costs of over $1 billion a year in the last quarter. But will this start to really trickle down to consumers? If you look at the polling, President Trump underwater in terms of his handling of the economy. Why is that important, Faith? Remember, this is still the #1 issue for voters. This is largely, President Trump would say, why he was elected. So the pressure cannot be overstated, particularly as economists wait and watch to see what will happen, how Wall Street and Main Street will respond in the coming days and weeks, Faith.
Another big story this week, Kristen, former Vice President Kamala Harris, she says that she is not running for governor. Is this a reset moment for her politically, or a warning sign for Democrats heading into 2026? And as you just said, that messaging is key for Democrats.
It absolutely is going to be key, and it could be a little bit of both, Faith. We're going to have to see how this all plays out. The former vice president announcing she's not going to move forward with a run for California's governor. But of course, that's interesting because it leaves the door open for the possibility of another potential presidential bid. She was out on Stephen Colbert this week, pressed about that. What are her future goals? Not giving any specifics beyond saying she believes the system is broken, and also saying that she is ready to hit the road to start listening to Americans. So it sure sounds like she's leaving all options on the table for herself. Of course, if you talk to Democrats, there's a lot of concern because not only was she not able to win a single battleground state in this last race, but remember, she didn't make it out of the primary process back in 2020. So is she someone who Democrats want to see run? We'll put that question to Alex Padilla and unpack all of it coming up on Sunday on Meet the Press, Faith.
Well, we look forward to it, Kristen. Meet the Press airs Sunday morning at 10, followed by the Georgia Vote. Kristen, thank you so much.